Queen Mary I is one of the most controversial monarchs in English history, remembered by many as Bloody Mary. But beyond the politics and the propaganda, Mary Tudor was a real woman with a real face, one that has been filtered through portraits, religious turmoil, and centuries of myth. In this video, we'll reconstruct the face of Queen Mary I using contemporary Tudor portraits, written accounts, and the beauty standards of 16th century England to guide our reconstruction. Mary was born in 1516 to King Henry VIII and his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. For the first years of her life, she was treated as a treasured princess, highly educated, musically gifted, and expected to marry into European royalty. But everything changed when Henry VIII sought to annul his marriage to Catherine after failing to produce a surviving male heir. When the Pope refused, Henry broke from Rome and established the Church of England. Catherine was cast aside, and Mary, once a legitimate princess, was declared illegitimate. She was stripped of her title, separated from her mother, and forced to serve in the household of her infant half-sister, Elizabeth. For years, Mary lived in political uncertainty, pressured to renounce her Catholic faith and accept her father's religious reforms. After Henry's death, her half-brother Edward VI, a committed Protestant, took the throne. During his reign, England moved further toward Protestantism, and Mary's Catholicism made her a political threat. When Edward fell terminally ill in 1553, an attempt was made to bypass Mary entirely. Lady Jane Grey was declared queen in an effort to keep England Protestant. But Mary acted quickly. She rallied support in East Anglia, gathered an army, and within 9 days, Jane Grey was deposed. Mary entered London in triumph as England's first crowned Queen Regnant in her own right. Her reign, however, would be defined by religious reversal. Mary restored Catholicism and sought to undo her father's break with Rome. Nearly 300 Protestants were burned at the stake during her 5-year reign, a campaign that earned her the enduring nickname Bloody Mary. Her marriage to Philip of Spain proved unpopular, and 2 phantom pregnancies damaged both her political authority and personal reputation. Mary died in 1558 at the age of 42. Her half-sister Elizabeth would succeed her, and history, shaped largely by Protestant writers, would remember Mary far more harshly than many of her predecessors. But beyond the politics and religious conflict, Mary Tudor was a woman who endured instability, humiliation, devotion, and enormous pressure. So what did it mean to be considered beautiful in Tudor England? In the 16th century, beauty was not simply about attraction. It was about status, virtue, fertility, and divine order. A woman's face was believed to reveal her character. The most important feature was pale skin. A fair, almost luminous complexion signified nobility and wealth, proof that a woman did not labor outdoors. To achieve this look, women used powders made from white lead and vinegar, despite the serious health risks. Smooth, unblemished skin was essential. Marks, scars, or redness were concealed whenever possible. A high, rounded forehead was also fashionable. Many women plucked their hairlines, and even their eyebrows, to create a taller brow. This exaggerated forehead was associated with refinement and intelligence. Hair was typically worn up, and visible hair was carefully controlled. Auburn and reddish tones were fashionable, though natural shades ranged from deep brown to lighter chestnut. Given her Spanish heritage through Catherine of Aragon, Mary likely inherited darker auburn or brown hair, rather than the brighter red later associated with Elizabeth I. Eye colour in Tudor England varied, but brown and hazel were common. Portraits suggest Mary had dark eyes, set beneath thin, lightly defined brows. Facially, Tudor ideals favoured symmetry and softness, but not sensuality. Expressions were restrained. Lips were small and gently shaped. The face was oval, with a smooth, controlled appearance. Royal portraiture avoided overt emotion. Dignity mattered more than warmth. Dress played a crucial role in completing the image. Structured gowns created a rigid, triangular silhouette, broad at the shoulders, narrow at the waist. Unlike the flowing grace of ancient Greek ideals, Tudor beauty was architectural. It was controlled, deliberate, and political. And this is important when reconstructing Mary's face, because Tudor portraits were not painted to show us a candid likeness. They were carefully composed statements of power. Skin was smoothed, proportions were idealized, age and illness were often minimized. To reconstruct Mary accurately, we have to look beyond the symbolism and try to see the woman beneath the crown. Now for the recreations of Queen Mary I. We've made a Tudor version and modern version for you to check out. Please give us your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for joining us today.